Hello there everybody and welcome. My name is Allied Cam and we are in the city of Portland, or at least one of the modded maps here in City Skylines After Dark. We are going to be continuing. Since the last time I made a series of videos, it's been about a week since the After Dark expansion dropped, so I have been adding some mods to the game. I haven't had a whole lot of time to play around with them, but there are some new ones and some old ones that I've used in the past. For instance, we have the Destroy All, so demolished abandoned buildings or burned buildings will automatically just, get destroyed, so that way I don't have to go through and click and destroy each one as it goes. And then we have the Traffic Manager mod as well. I haven't really used it before, but I'm going to give it a shot in some of our trouble areas to see if I can't fix some of our issues. But those will come as we go with it. So this is our city right now, for those of you who don't remember. Looks like we have a massive demand for industrial right now, but the last time we did a big expansion for industrial, it was over here into the Oregon district, which was mostly for ore and mining, which seems to be pretty well. Actually, it seems like quite a bit of our revenue is coming from the ore. Let's take a look here. Yeah, actually, about $7,000 in our monthly income is looking like that, so that's pretty significant. It's pretty good. What I'd like to do next is I'd like to focus on setting up kind of a touristy area. Also, last time we sort of got rid of all the industrial that was in the big Fisherman's Horizon area, and we've replaced it with offices, which actually seems like it's working out okay. So, real quick, let's do a once-over of all of our utilities and everything and see that everything is good. Electricity, we're still something that we're having kind of issues with. It is nighttime right now, so I think that will be okay, because this solar power plant kicks on during the day. Water looks good right now. I added a mod that allows me to add this large water pumping station, but so far it doesn't look like I need to use it. Garbage, one of the mods I use is this recycling center here, which does pretty much the same thing as the incinerator, but helps out quite a bit. Looks like the mod broke a little bit with the updates, because none of the flavor text is actually loaded anymore, as well as any of the images. So, oh well, that's a shame. As you can see, it has zero power output, unlike the incinerator, but it does have a it has an upkeep cost of $960, whereas the incineration is $1440. So it's cheaper, but it doesn't cheaper for upkeep, more expensive in upfront costs, but it doesn't give electricity as well. So, and that's a shame. But no worries there. What I'd like to do next is, in addition to expanding sort of let's take a look at our areas for. Okay, so I think that we could probably expand the Oregon area and continue to add more industry. And then continue to expand our public transport as well, but I'd really like to play around with some of the touristy areas. We already have sort of the one nightclub area, that's this downtown district, and it's kind of cool. Let's sort of get down and you can see what's going on here. We got some nightclubs, so like a jazz club, I guess, bars, and you can hear people clinking their glasses and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool. I like the theme, and I like the lights, and it makes me feel a little at home. So I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, what's this? Oop. Water is flooding. Ooh, that's no good. Let's see if we can get in there and take a look. See. You can't really, but it's not like it's it looks like it's just a plumbing problem, so there's not really a whole lot I can do about that, I'm sorry to say. Alright, so let's expand Oregon, and see what we can do as far as adding more industry and goes. But first things first, I'd like to take a look at the resources map. That's pollution, natural resources. It looks like a lot of the ore has been actually pulled out of the mountain, so I didn't really realize that it did that, but a lot of it is gone. So I'm gonna have to actually expand this Oregon district sort of out this way, I think, and I'll be a little bit more efficient about the way that we do it. And that's appropriate because it'll be around our industry statue here. So let's go ahead and start by taking this road here. I'll just straighten it out all the way here. Yeah, another problem with building in these hills is that it's just not very conducive to building along flat land. See that whole area there? That I can only put so much production on it. Let me see if I can't extend these out as spokes. It's too steep. I guess that's the price we pay, though. It's gonna be kind of sloppy looking, but we need to have more industry. I wish there was a way to flatten the land out. There we go. More. I know that this is in the middle of a bridge, but let's see. Not a whole lot we can do about that. Plop these areas in here. Yeah, that looks checkerboarded as shit as all hell, but I guess we'll just make do. Alright, let's get the water out. Oop, I didn't want to click that. There we go. Let's see how much of a dent this puts into our demand for industrial. And then after that, I think I'll expand the office space in Fisherman's Horizon, if there's any space left to do that. Give me the marquee tool. Cool. That gonna help our demand at all? No? Not at all? Oh, I should probably speed this up. That might help me be able to make things... Oh. Looks like we're having garbage problems over here in this part of town. Let's take a look and see why that is the case. Not a whole lot of coverage over here. The closest garbage trucks I think are going to be, yeah, over here in Fisherman's Horizon, and they're going off over to this new district I don't think that I've actually named. So it might be beneficial to actually give these guys sort of their own set of utilities and other things like that. So let's see. Oh, some of the mods that I have added have given me some new roads too, which is kind of cool. So I'll play around with those. Let's do a nice, including these four-lane small roads that aren't like the 4-lane roads with these medium fares through it, which I'm really grateful for, because that means that you can turn. Alright, so I'll drop that over here, and then I will go ahead and plop down a garbage dump, and then a incinerator opposite of it. Guess you need water too. Let's see how their other utilities are looking. Fire, they already have coverage there. I'm actually going to drop a fire, or I'm sorry, this is medical. It's strange that the medical coverage only seems to care about residential, because, you know, people get hurt and sick at work too. But if it's not a problem, it's not a problem. Also, I don't have any hospitals in the city, just mostly because I've been trying to get by with what I've had, but no matter. Let's see, cemeteries. We currently have, our crematoriums have the capacity to deal with everything that we're dealing with, so that's good. Looks like about 40% of our cemeteries are currently being used, but so long as our crematoriums are able to keep up with the demand and screw your religious views, everything will be okay. Looks like we have sort of a big red spot over here for fire, but that's it doesn't make sense because there's the fireplace right here, so they should be able to get around. But let's see, if a fire truck leaves here and there's a fire over here, yeah, it should just be able to go up the road, hang a right, and then down here. Yeah. Sometimes I don't understand the sizing of these things, but let's take a look. Yeah, it's probably just the size of the roads and everything else. So, but they do have their own fire. They have their own police, and I believe I built a prison. Yeah, it's over here. So we do actually have a prison here in the edge of town, next to the water. They get a nice little waterside view. Maybe that'll help rebuild. I doubt it will, but education. We're currently lacking in elementary level education. Looks like one of the mods that I have given has given me the ability to unlock a couple of extra spiffy looking buildings, so I'm going to plop down an elementary school over here. Hopefully that'll help increase our capacity. Not enough. Education for high school is undervalued, so I'm going to go ahead and drop one of those in here. And then university is the only thing that we're actually solid on, so we'll continue to keep that going. Is there another neighborhood that I could drop these schools into to help fix that? Not really, it looks like. I mean, look at this. We have two schools sort of over here in the Delling City area, but there's not a whole lot I can do to help continue to expand that. So, oh, it does look like our, oh. Of course, I hate it that the AI does this, but they always develop the furthest away from your power grid. But there we go. I'll go ahead and give them the power now, but it looks like all of our demand for industrial has gone away. Goods unlimited. It doesn't look like a goods unlimited to me. It looks like a gas storage place. Oh, I guess I should, in order to continue making this a ore area, I'm going to go ahead and increase the district to encompass this area as well, which will work fine. Then we need to increase the shopping district. I think that I have a little space over here in between the residential one. So I'm gonna, since I don't have any, there's a little bit of high density residential spread out in here. There's not really a good place to build. Once I get up into these hills here, it's going to be really problematic for me to continue to expand the city. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these 4-lane roads. I'm going to expand it from this intersection here, and from this intersection here. I'm actually going to make this a curved road. Straighten it out. Make a little triangle in here. And then this will be our new high density commercial area. And then I'd like to continue to have this road be de-zoned, nothing next to it. Oh, give me my paint tool. Awesome. And then I'm actually gonna paint this in a little better so that way I can get some larger sized property buildings. Awesome. Hopefully that'll work out. Let's see, these guys will probably need water. There we go. I think that I'd actually like to upgrade this road into a bit of a highway. That's as it enters and exits this this area here. So that way we have two highways crossing over one another, and it's not a residential street. Maybe that'll increase the speed limit along the route, and maybe that'll help us out. So let's go to the highways. We'll make it with concrete barriers, so that way highways are always going to be one way, aren't they? Okay. Maybe that's a mistake. Okay, so highway. Yeah, we'll fix it to be like this. No zoning along here, and then I'll run a You know, no, this is silly. That's not going to work. That's going to be a lot more effort than it's worth. Give me my 6-lane roads back, and we are going to just put these back into highways. Cool. Looks like all these are still fine, and then there's just this one section down here. So expensive, but yeah, there we go. That seems to have sorted everything out. Complaints of crime, huh? Over at the Iron Forge. Iron Forge. Are there any dwarves living there? My WoW player friends will get that one. Alright, you can also see that I've added in quite a bunch of these other mods that have upgrades for leisure and stuff like that, but they don't have like models with them, so I'm not really sure how these are going to look. But I'm going to see about adding some more leisure into the town to drive up property value. First of all, there is this little community swimming pool. I'll drop that one in. What else we have? A 4x4 relax park. Looks like we have some empty spaces over here, so I'll drop that one in there. A small parking lot. I've actually thought that these could be really handy in like downtown districts and areas that have a lot of cars. So I'm actually going to plop a couple of these down throughout the city and see if they actually get used at all. So looks like we have some area for it over here. So I'll drop a couple parking lots into these districts and areas. Maybe that'll actually help out. And then I'll drop one into Daling City as well, along one of the main routes, I think. Yeah, here looks good. And I'm gonna see if people actually end up using those. Car parks, big clear park. That's pretty big. And then all the stock ones that came with the game. Oh, what's this? A sunken city plaza. One of these would look good somewhere. How about in the middle of downtown? I knocked out some power lines, so yeah, okay, that didn't affect anything too badly. And we're still doing good electric-wise, which is good to see. Back to the leisure. There's some district, yeah, you guys saw me plopping these down in one of my last episodes. I have the fishing tours, and what else is here? The beach volleyball court. Gotta have one of those along the river. Yeah, down here. I think here would be great for one. Let's see. Can I make a path? Let me make a little walking path. We'll make it out of concrete. And then I'll make it sort of curve. Let's make it continue to curve sort of along the water here. And I'll have it swing back into the back onto the road here. Hey, look at that, people are using it. Very cool. I wonder if I could, it'd be nice if I could plot parks along it. Like this volleyball. No, that has to actually be along a road, doesn't it? Well, here's a good spot for one. What else we got? A riding stable? Well, out here looks like a great place for a riding stable. Out near the dump, but you know, at least then I can make some riding trails around. Look at that! It carved it straight into the side of the mountain. Oh, I think that I need to make that a little bit more curvy. Like that. And then straight straight back down and connect back to the road. I said connect back to the road. Close enough. Looks good to me. And then we also have the trees. And then what's this last one? A skate park. All the moms will love it if I throw this in here. There we go, right in the middle of our little residential area. I'll throw in another park or two in this area. Right here, I think. Excellent. Now let's take a look at some of the monuments. Some of these I've added as the zoo is new. I think once I start building my little touristy district, that might be a good thing to start focusing on. The thing is, I just don't know where I'm going to expand or build that tourist district. Everything's pretty built up and pretty packed in already. Especially in the Delling City area. The thing is that here in Portland there's a lot of these highways sort of really constrict what you can build on, and it's a massive pain in the ass to get things, you know, over or out or in and out of the areas. So before I tackle that problem, I wanna flip through each one of these first. Statue of Wealth, Statue of Shopping, the Space Needle. I don't know if the city of Portland is going to like it if I plop the Space Needle down in the middle of it too much. That's too much like a Seattle thing, so I think I'm not going to use it. The Mall of Moderation. Do I have a big commercial area? Let's see, what's the property value for these areas? I need to figure out what it is each one of these need to be upgraded. But yeah, I think that this little shopping area here, oh look, it even has a space for it. The Mall of Moderation deserves to go right there. Perfect, and that should upgrade the value of the district as well. Look at all these signs with the octopuses on octopi on them. Oh, it's a donut shop? I might have to worry about putting more medical clinics down if that many donut shops are springing up all over my town. Alright, let's take a look at public transportation. Currently, it looks like the only thing we have in the town is subways, which I actually kind of like. I have a natural aversion to buses, just because I get stuck behind them in traffic all the time, but I think I should actually put some up. Some of the mods that I downloaded include a new kind of metro station, much smaller footprint, and it looks a little nicer. Seaports, we got the cargo one here already, but nothing as far as seaport and stuff like that goes. It actually might be a good idea to build it in the Blom district, if I could clear out space for it. I mean, the road kind of hugs it very carefully. What if I make the big touristy area, what if I buy, can I actually buy this whole area next year? I can. I think what I want to do is I want to buy this area out here and then make a nice little touristy area sort of along the water here. I might have to move this industrial plant, but what can you do? I'm actually going to start ordering this to get emptied out, and once that's gone I'll delete it. And then we can start actually expanding to this new area over here. It'll be right along the highway, so I can get ways in and out. Let's see, where's the nearest train station? Oh, that's something I should probably do up here, huh? Is give give these guys a way to ship their goods in and out of this district. But I don't think that there's a train station close. Let's see, train. Okay, there's the lines. Looks like the nearest one is all the way over here. So yeah, what I should do is I should plop a train station, like, for construction purposes over here. Yeah, that's not so good. Tell you what, how about I take this road, six lane highway. I don't need that tool, I need this one. Build a bridge right across the way here. That's not a... And then I will go ahead and take the railroad. Oop, I need this to be a straight line. Come on. Why is this not straight? There we go. Now it's straight. Then I'll curve it. And then I'll spin it back around on itself. Let's see, can I... Yeah, it's a little bit of a tunnel. At least I have it there. Alright, so let's plop the cargo terminal. Slope is too steep. I know these are going to be very good places for it. Let's see if any of these will work. Oh. I'd like it to be on the other side, actually. God damn it, I don't remember this side of Portland being so hilly. I'd really like it if there was a way to just level things out. So that way I wouldn't have to worry about this. I mean, I think it's probably okay right now. The traffic looks like it's pretty heavy, but it's nothing too terrible. Still, I'd like it if there was a way to connect the trains directly to this, Okay, fine, tell you what. I'll drop that there. I'll go ahead and bulldoze the shit out of this, road that I already built. And I'll connect these, roads up. Why is that being problematic? 17,000, huh? And then I'll build this train to go curve around the outside of town. Back over to where my new part of town is going to be. Yeah, there we go. And then I'll set up the train station along here for passengers this time. Let's get myself a little... I wish I could see what was going on here a little better. So there's a turnaround there. Let's make myself a bypass. So that way trains don't get bottlenecked at this station. Come on, give me... Oop. There we go. Oh, that doesn't look hazardous at all. Look at how much of that those roads are clearing by. So, all right, let's get power out to the station and some water. How best to do this? And just building on this whole side of town is a colossal pain in the ass. All right, like that. And I think that's a good place to call it. So we'll see how this. Yeah, you can already see trucks are coming and going from the train station. So hopefully that'll help eliminate some traffic. But it's not like we're having too much of an issue with it. So we'll take a look a little bit more at it in the next episode. But until then, my name has been Allied Cam. This has been City Skylines After Dark. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.